Ulmus laciniata. Trautv. Mayr, known variously as the Manchurian cutleaf or lobed elm, is a deciduous tree native to the humid ravine forests of Japan, Korea, northern China, eastern Siberia and Sakhalin, growing alongside Cerciphyllum japonicum, Aesculus turbinata, and Pterocarya rhoifolia, at elevations of 700 to 2,200 meters, though sometimes lower in more northern latitudes. Notably in Hokkaido, the tree is similar to the Wych Elm Ulmus glabra, and was originally treated as such by Houtzagers and Henry, but later accorded species status of its own largely by reason of the enormous disjunction in their respective areas. U. glabra extending across Europe as far as the Urals, several thousand kilometers from U. laciniata in the Far East. Description: Ulmus laciniata is chiefly distinguished by its leaves, often regularly incised to form between 3 and 7 apical lobes, giving rise to its common name, the cutleaf elm. 3. The tree can reach a height of 27 meters, although the trunk rarely exceeds 0.5 meters d. B. H. The bark is dark gray-brown and exfoliates in flakes. The unwinged branchlets bear laciniate leaves, usually triangular, less than 18 centimeters in length. The perfect wind-pollinated apetalous flowers are produced on second-year shoots in April-March in England, followed in May by elliptic less than 20 times 14 mm semarai lightly notched to the apex. Growth is moderate. The trunk of one specimen planted on permanently damp, fertile soil in South Hampshire, UK, increased in diameter at breast height, d. b. h, by a modest average of 1.7 cm per annum. Pests and diseases. Natural populations of U. laciniata have only a marginal resistance to Dutch elm disease. Dead. Rated 2 out of 5. Below that of the Japanese elm. Moreover, in trials in Italy and the USA, 4. U. laciniata was severely damaged by elm leaf beetles Xanthogaleruca. Indeed, in Italy chemical controls were necessary to ensure the tree's survival. Unlike its compatriots U. parvifolia and U. davidiana var. japonica, which survived unscathed, the species is also susceptible to elm yellows. Cultivation. The species was introduced to the West in 1905, but remains uncommon in cultivation. A specimen at the Risdon Hall, Norfolk, Arboretum, obtained from the Leon Chenot Nursery in Orleans, was killed by the earlier strain of Dutch elm disease prevalent in the 1930s. The tree was comprehensively evaluated in the Netherlands in the 1950s as a potential source of antifungal genes for use in the Dutch elm hybridization program, but was found intolerant of all but the most sheltered and humid conditions. Trees planted in England at the Sir Harold Hillier Gardens, sole accession, died 2007. And as part of Butterfly Conservation's elm trials at Great Fontley have confirmed the Dutch assessment trees grown from seed commence flowering in their 8th year. The Dutch elm breeding program revealed that the tree has a relatively high degree, 39% seed viability, of self-fertility. The species is very difficult to propagate from hardwood cuttings, even under mist, often rooting but failing to develop foliage. There are no known cultivars of U. laciniata, nor is it known to be in commerce beyond the USA. Notable trees, rarely grown in the West, and rather susceptible to dead. There are few, if any, notable trees in cultivation. The original Trobi champion planted at the Sir Harold Hillier Gardens, Romsey, in 1982 died from dead 27 years later. The oldest known trees in the UK, planted in 1981, are at the Harcourt Arboretum in Oxfordshire. Subspecies and varieties. A putative variety was recognized by Reda. Ulmus laciniata var. Nicoensis, the Wych Elm, discovered as a seedling near Lake Chuzenji, near Nikko, Japan, and obtained by the Arnold Arboretum in 1905. The taxonomy of the tree remains a matter of contention, and has been considered possibly a hybrid of U. laciniata and U. davidiana var. japonica. However, in crossability experiments at the Arnold Arboretum in the 1970s, U. laciniata, a protogenous species, was found to be incompatible with U. davidiana var. japonica, which is protandrous. Hybrid cultivars. Several hybrid cultivars were raised as part of the Dutch elm breeding program at Wageningen, Heybroek, 1993, crossing the species with hybrids of U. wallaceiana and U. minor to produce clone No. 560, which in turn was crossed with clone 720, itself a complex cross involving U. glabra, U. minor, U. wallaceiana, and U. pumila, to produce clone 1234. None of these clones has been commercially released. Accessions. North America. Arnold Arboretum. ACC. No. 17,909 wild collected. 250-2001 wild collected in Korea. Denver Botanic Gardens. Neither ACC. No. Nor origin disclosed. Morton Arboretum. ACC. No. 50-95 wild collected. Liaoning Province. China. U.S. National Arboretum. 5. Washington, D.C., USA. ACC. NOS. 76,252. 68,989. Europe. Grange Farm Arboretum. Sutton St. James. Spalding. Lincolnshire. UK. Grafted Tree. ACC. No. 701. Great Fontley Butterfly Conservation Elm Trials Plantation. Fontley, UK. From seed collected in 2001 from specimen on campus of Hokkaido University. Sapporo. Harcourt Arboretum. University of Oxford Botanic Garden. Newnham Courtney. UK. ACC. No. 19,810,611. From seed obtained from the Moscow Botanical Garden. 6. In 1981. 5 specimens, all at 3 meters tall. 2008. In Bluebell Wood. Hortus Botanicus Nationalis. Salaspils. Latvia. ACC. NOS. 181,323,458. Linnean Gardens of Uppsala, Sweden. ACC. No. 2001-1660. Obtained from South Korea. Royal Botanic Garden Edinburgh, UK. ACC. NOS. 20,022,150. Grown from seed sold by Lawyer Nursery, USA. 20,030,906 and 20,030,907. Both wild collected in South Korea. Tallinn Botanic Garden, Estonia. 7. No accession details available. Nurseries. North America. Sunshine Nursery. 8. Clinton, Oklahoma. Ulmus laciniata distribution map. Linnaeus. NRM. Shea. 9. Ulmus montana var. Laciniata Trautv. Hakodate. Hokkaido, Japan. 1861. Quote. Herbarium Catalogue. Board of Trustees of the Royal Botanic Gardens. Kew. Retrieved 17 October 2016. Incorrectly relabeled U. parvifolia.